Hey guys, guess what the season is now? It is the season of spooky, scary skeletons, and it is my personal favorite time of the year, and it's for three very good reasons. First of all, this is the season when everything starts to cool down in Florida, except this year it seems as if Florida doesn't about M Black's Voodoo Doll, which would have been very suitable for a Halloween edition of Kpop Nostalgia. Well, I already did that though. So instead, I'm going to be talking about another amazing group who needs to be featured because I can't let their memory die, nor the songs. And this is going to be the amazing girl group T-ara and their super awesome europop track Lovey Dovey. Now, first of all, you guys are going to be wondering, what is a song called Lovey Dovey doing being featured on 5 different music videos with it? Yeah, I know. That's crazy, don't you think? But at the same time, it was pretty unique since one of the many reasons I can confidently say that T-ara is my all-time favorite girl group, and that is because they were always just so experimental with their songs and their videos. They experimented with so many different genres, and they made all different sorts of music videos too. So, to give more backstory to Lovey Dovey, as I part 2 to a 2-part plotline music video, both of which were 20 minutes long, like a sort of mini movie, and part 1 was supposed to be for the title track Cry Cry, and part 2 was Lovey Dovey. And the music video mini movies were supposed to be like sort of K-drama style with a lot of crime and a love story and loads of like emotionally intense scenes. But I mean, when they had part 2 come out and there was Lovey Dovey, which is, as I said, it sounds very upbeat, even though the lyrics themselves actually are kind of sad because they're singing about being lonely while everybody else has like the love of their life on their arm and they're just going through a club all alone. Yeah, that's technically what the lyrics are describing, wanting somebody to find them and love them. It just doesn't suit something that's supposed to be a sort of crime thriller. It doesn't suit that kind of vibe or plot line. So yeah, that was a little bit weird, but hey, I'd say that it certainly suited the zombie version more. So with the zombie edition of the song, I swear somebody must have been smoking a joint somewhere in the middle of Seoul in their studio late at night at like 4 a.m. While watching Michael Jackson's Thriller video. Because who else would have thought of releasing a zombie music video to a europop track in the middle of January? I mean, really. Whoever that is, though, they deserve a medal somewhere. Whoever you are. Since it is just so original. Especially since sometimes in K-pop things can get a little bit too like saturated and things can stagnate a bit. But when you get a music video like this, it starts to shake things up and challenge the other producers to actually really go in for something more original. So the whole music video just starts with a girl going into a nightclub. Like, yeah, how original. Like many music videos start off this way. But one thing I'll definitely praise about the music video is she goes in and the club in the music video looks like an actual nightclub. Like, you know, we've all seen those videos that feature nightclubs in them, and they're just way too clean, and the people in them look way too clean and good looking, to be honest. Well, of course, they would, because they're going to be shown on TV. But at least this one tried to make it as accurate as possible with it all being crowded, and there's like no breathing space or anything, though it still looked a little bit too clean. And I must say, those pole dancers that you see at the start of the video, they're probably the most conservatively dressed pole dancers I've ever seen in my life. As well as they're not really pole dancing, they're just kind of swaying back and forth right next to the pole, which is kind of hilarious. So first you have fully clothed pole dancers, and you also have them just swaying side to side barely. That's that nice one, whatever T-ara's old agency was called. I mean, you're probably trying to push the envelope a little bit, but you didn't do a very good job at it, I'd say. But yeah, also I gotta say about the girl that comes in at the start, She looks so pretty. I love the way they styled her. I mean, her hair looks gorgeous, and I gotta tell you, she's also about the prettiest club goer I've ever seen. Because you go into real life nightclubs, and to put it politely, it's a very different story. Also, she's so conservatively dressed too. But yeah, she goes into probably the cleanest nightclub bathroom in the world, and she pulls like her lipstick out from her back pocket, which I gotta say, what woman leaves her lipstick in her back pocket? But whatever, must have looked aesthetically better than having her pull it out from her front pocket. I mean, I know what it's like to film. Sometimes it just ends up working that way. But anyway, so suddenly the whole typical zombie movie, horror movie sequence happens where she's trying to do her lipstick in an empty nightclub bathroom, which, by the way, almost never happens. So that's also unrealistic. And she starts hearing weird noises behind her. And she keeps looking around, wondering what she's hearing. And then suddenly, the unseen zombie attacks. So yeah, it was, hey, it works. It's part of the theme and it works. Suitable for the Halloween season, even if the song was, again, released in January. And then finally the song starts and you see the girls and they are in the most awesome outfits in the world. I mean, seriously, especially the first outfit is really suitable for Halloween, which keeps making me wonder why they didn't just save it for that season and not release it in the middle of the winter. And I cannot just keep going on about how great the whole thing is. Like, for example, the dance, I nearly forgot to even mention the shuffle dance. The classic shuffle dance. That was another great thing about T-ara. They were always so experimental with their choreographies. They may have been quite simple and easy to follow, but at the same time, they were just so unique and really cool. They did like a robot dance for their Sexy Love single. They did a really cool, intricate dance for Cry Cry that involved different props. And also Roly Poly, that dance was such a classic. I mean, such a classic that even Super Junior might have borrowed a bit of that dance. Okay, that's a topic for another video. And so, T-ara, of course, all taking from the Michael Jackson Thriller theme. They do a shuffle dance, and there is the moonwalk at the bridge, which was peak awesomeness. And as I said, all throughout it, you see the girls just doing their dance, doing their thing, again, making clubs look way cooler than they really are in real life, and showing much better dancers and hotter ones at that. And all while, of course, the zombies go and attack the nightclub goers. Isn't that a wonderful way to spend your Friday nights? And it's probably the worst prepared nightclub for a zombie apocalypse. Literally everybody is just getting killed, and somehow the T-ara girls just keep on dancing without noticing that literally everybody around them is getting killed. And then in the second verse, they have one flimsy security guard trying to keep back all the zombies, all while they change it to that really awesome shiny pink outfit. I mean, my goodness, I love those outfits the most, more than even the first ones. And you just see that flimsy night guard just trying to like flail around, trying to keep the zombies back behind a metal gate. And we all knew it wasn't going to work because by the time, remember, Injung, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, I'm really sorry if I'm not. She's actually my favorite member, and yet ironically enough, I can't say her name properly. Yeah, she does her amazing moonwalk at the end, and then, of course, the metal gate had to burst open, and all the zombies come out, and I gotta say, the girls don't look more terrified. I mean, seriously, they're just kind of like, let me back away slowly. I mean, you guys should be running and screaming for your lives. What are you doing? And of course, they get turned into zombies, as you would probably predict. But that's a point in the video that is a little bit of a letdown. They get like mobbed by the zombies because the security guard is so incompetent. But once they are turned into zombies, they are just slightly paler, and they're in yet another new outfit, another cool outfit, but I never knew zombie transformations meant an outfit change. But I mean, really, guys, I get that you want your K-pop stars to look really hot and everything, but if they're gonna be zombies, you might as well add another scratch or two and make them look a bit more bloody, not just put on an extra layer of powder and be like, oh, there you go, you're zombies now. I mean, they did it a lot better with the backup dancers, but hey, they definitely do a real Michael Jackson moment, and all the zombies become their backup dancers. What a wonderful zombie apocalypse. So, that's what we had for T-ara's zombie apocalypse music video. I mean, isn't that a great way to handle the zombie apocalypse? Oh, yeah, and of course, the girl that we were talking about at the beginning, yeah, she basically reappears after the whole shenanigan happens. And I don't know, is it implied that she's a zombie too because this one security guard finds her? I guess he gets turned into a zombie. I don't know. It was all cheap, fun, and a little cheesy. But regardless, it makes a great Halloween music video to get you in that spooky, scary skeleton mood. So, I gotta tell you guys, I might one day make a full video all about T-ara because they are such a worthwhile group to be talking about. Unfortunately, around that time, the girls ended up in so much, like a huge amount of drama and controversy. And I was going to talk about it for this video, but it was very sad. But this was sort of like their high point in their career where they were really popular and just experimenting and doing all these great fun tracks that we all look for in K-pop. Always so original and ambitious and unique. So guys, if you want to be in that spooky, scary skeleton mood, turn on some T-ara's Lovey Dovey and just make sure that you do that shuffle dance with all your zombie friends. This is the Flower Woman at Lotus Petal Studios. Happy Halloween, guys! And of course, happy birthday to me very soon. T-ara is my absolute favorite girl group. You gotta check them out. As I said, this is the Flower Woman at Lotus Petal Studios. I'll see you all later.